Healthy boundaries are, the invisible lines we draw around ourselves. They're basically the rules we set for how we want to be treated by others. Think of them kind of like a fence around your home. This fence keeps you safe, and it lets you decide who comes in and who stays out. Boundaries aren't walls that push people away. Instead, they're more like gates that you control. These lines help you protect your energy, your time, and your feelings. They're really a sign of self-respect and show others how to value you in a healthy way. Setting boundaries is honestly one of the most powerful things you can do for your mental health. Think about your mind like a container. If you let everyone pour their problems, demands, and negative energy into it without any limits, your container will overflow. Boundaries act as the lid. Without boundaries, resentment can grow silently in your relationships. Your self-esteem gets a huge boost when you start setting and maintaining boundaries. Every time you honor your own limits, you send a powerful message to yourself. By setting these limits, you conserve your precious emotional energy for the things that truly matter to you. In romantic relationships, boundaries are essential for keeping the connection healthy and balanced. You might say, "I love spending time with you, but I need one evening a week to myself to recharge and pursue my hobbies." Another example is a financial boundary, such as, "I am comfortable sharing expenses for our household, but I want to keep our personal savings separate." With friends, boundaries help maintain a healthy give and take. For instance, you could tell a friend, "I care about what you're going through, but I am not available for phone calls during my workday." Family relationships often have deep-rooted patterns, which can make setting boundaries feel challenging but incredibly important. You could say to a parent, "I appreciate that you care, but I need to make my own decisions about my career." So the first step to setting a boundary is to identify your own needs and limits. Start by paying attention to your feelings. Take some time to think about what makes you uncomfortable. Getting clear on what you're not okay with is the essential foundation for building your new boundaries. Once you know what you need, you must communicate your boundary clearly and simply. Use I statements to express your feelings and needs without blaming the other person. Be direct, but also be kind. You don't need to give a long explanation or make excuses for your boundary. Setting a boundary isn't a one-time event, it's an ongoing practice. Consistency is key to showing others that you mean what you say. It's pretty much inevitable that someone will test or ignore your boundaries, especially when they're new. When this happens, the most important thing to do is to calmly restate your boundary. If someone repeatedly disrespects your boundary, you need to introduce a consequence. A consequence isn't a punishment. It's an action you take to protect yourself. In these situations, you may need to create more distance to protect your well-being. Ultimately, you can't force anyone to respect you or your boundaries. All you can control is what you choose to do. Choosing to protect your peace is a profound act of self-care. Every step you take to honor your boundaries is a step toward a more peaceful life and stronger, more meaningful connections built on a foundation of mutual respect.